Hey everybody, it's Anjanette from AJ's Personal Touch. How you guys doing? Sorry, it's been a while, but as you know, I was pretty sick. I'm finally getting over it. Um, Still having a little few issues, but I'm not I don't think sick anymore. I don't have a fever. Been fever free for almost a week. Tomorrow will be a week. Um, Actually Monday will be a week. Yeah, Monday will be a week. I forgot. I keep forgetting this is Saturday. So I either think it's Friday or I think it's Sunday. So I'm just screwed up in the head right now. My arm is still bothering me a little bit, and but not as much as it was. I still have to be a little bit careful when I'm crocheting. I got my small Hobbii order that I placed. I think I mentioned it. Can't remember if I mentioned it to you guys. I know I mentioned it during the cow. Even when I was sick, I still had the cow because I just needed my friends. Sorry, I'm trying to put this back. I know, I do this to you guys all the time, and you can only see part of my face. There we go. I forgot which way I put it in. So, I only really got one yarn in this order. The rest are kits. So, yeah, there's yarn in the kits. Well, not the rest are kits. A couple things are kits. But I wanted to try. They had just gotten their cotton 8/8 prints, which I know they have their 8/4 in prints already. So I got two of these, which I love. It's the name is Pastel Rainbow. I remember that from when I was looking it up, but the color number is 24, and it's 100% cotton. And I know they consider their 8/8 a worsted weight. I consider it a little bit more DK. I love working with their cotton. I know a lot of people who got started, like I did, on sugar and cream or peaches and cream, don't like working with this smaller cotton. I have found that the amigurumi I have made from these, the couple small things I have done, turn out really, really nice. Or whatever it is that I'm working on. If it's, I don't remember what I made. It's for baby. Oh, I made the rabbit that I made for my great niece from the green, which the mint green, which I think I used 8/4, but I may have used 8/8 because it ended up being about this big. I didn't expect it to end up being the size that it was because I was using the Hobbii cotton, but it ended up being a decent size. So, so yeah. Anyway, I love it. I know that I got lucky enough to get the other cotton that I have from people who are destashing on the destash page because when they got it, it was smaller than they thought it was. And maybe they were making something that they needed the worsted for. But anyway, they went ahead and they sold it because they didn't think they would ever use cotton that small. And I lucked out because I had been wanting to try their Friends cotton or their Rainbow cotton, whichever one. And I think I ended up getting, I think I got Rainbow cotton from them. I think I got Rainbow from one and Friends from another. Honestly, I can't remember completely. And then another lady was selling hers, and I happened to be completely out of funds. It was when things were really bad, although they're tighter now than they have been in a long time. And I told her, I said, I gotta wait until next month if you don't mind holding on to it for me. And she had remnants from a project that she had made where she had I don't know, like a fourth of each ball and then maybe one full one. or actually, I think it was like a fourth of one and three quarters of another. Um, three different colors where she had that amount of each. And she was like, I'll just send them to you. I just want them out of here. I just thought I would try and make a little bit of money, but she said, I'll just send it to you, fine. And I was like, are you sure? Because I can pay you for it. And he said, I just got to wait until first of the month, which would have been like 2 weeks from them. And she was like, oh, no, no, I got it. And I told her, I said, I'll even reimburse you for shipping. Oh, no. She said, it's not that much. So that was really, really, really sweet of her. I do like the Distash page that I'm on. I just have not been able to look at it for, I think it's been over a month since I've looked, because it's like every time I look, I find something that I want. And some people price overpriced. Some people price the exact price that they got it, which is the rules that you're supposed to price it at the price that you got it, or if you want to do lower, that's fine. And there are other people who do lower. So, you get really lucky when you find the low ones. Normally, I don't find the good ones. Like a lot of people, when they go on and put on cotton, there's some people who just always do lower, and there's other people who just eat it up. And by the time I get to it, it's gone. It's like they put it on and boom, gone. So, uh, um, I've been lucky to where I've caught the cotton like within minutes after it's gone up. So, seems to be a hot commodity, which I didn't think it was because it's like almost everybody I know doesn't use cotton, but I do. I love it. As you guys know, my daughter being vegan, and I loved cotton even before she decided, you know, I loved cotton when she was younger, when she was a baby. I loved cotton. So, yeah, and that was using sugar and cream, which I know some people call sandpaper, but it's never felt that way to me. I don't know why. So, anyway, I know everything is different to everybody. Other stuff I got, like I said, I got a couple kits, which I will show those first. They only have 2 colors remaining in these. I got both colors. Because at the time, I did not know what my cousin is pregnant, and I didn't know if she was going to have a boy or a girl. Had I known she was going to have a girl, I would have gotten both of these in purple. But because I didn't know, I got the other one in the off-white. But the thing is, when you buy these kits, you don't have to make what's in them. These are clearanced for under $4. I want to say they were $3.70 something, maybe $3.50 something. They don't put in. Oh, I don't even have my packing slip in here like I normally do. I wonder if it's got opening customs. Oh, my candy is in here, so probably not. I like this. My little things were put in a little Ziploc. They've never done that before. That was nice. I know you're not watching this, but as Stephen, if you did that, that was very sweet of you. Um, but anyway, these were under $4. Normally, I want to say either $19.99 or $24.99. I had grabbed one before. I can't remember now if I grabbed one or two. I think I only did one of the birds, thinking I'd go back and get another one. Well, when I went back, they were gone. So I figured, I'm hoping, I really wanted to do a bird for my cousin for her baby shower. And I didn't think, as I said in the last one, that Lila was really using teething rings and, wasn't really into rattles, which I guess included rattle kit. Yeah, it's a rattle kit. I didn't think that she was really into rattles anymore. And oh, she's like, oh yeah, she's actually just starting to really get into her rattles. And so I'm going to go ahead and make the bird one for Lila, like I had planned on. But what I'm hoping is I have enough yarn from this one to be able to make another bird. Because the bird doesn't actually go on the rattle, it's separate from the rattle. But you do have to cover some of these beads with the yarn for the rattle. So I'm hoping I do okay with that because it's so tiny, but we will see. It looks closer to a fingering weight cotton in here. So yeah, I'm hoping that I can make another bird. And I figured even if I had to go between purple and the off-white, I could do that too. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, all the little kids like the octopus. I just like to make them a little bit bigger. These are tiny ones, but you know, they may like the little teeny tiny ones too. But I will definitely embroider the eyes. I will not be using the safety eyes that they have in here because I never use safety eyes for babies and toddlers ever. Anybody under 3, I will not use safety eyes. So, what else did I get? I got some jumbo stitch markers. Now, everything I got came off of either their clearance or their discontinued sale that they have. The way you find it, the way you find their discontinued items and their clearance items is look under sale. They put all of that under sale. So first I looked at clearance, and then I looked at discontinued. I think this one may have come off of clearance. This is jumbo stitch markers, just 15 pieces. They do have jumbo stitch markers that come in a plastic container. I want to say their normal price is around 10 bucks. I just didn't have it at the time, so I went with the smaller one. I would have liked to have gotten the bigger one, but I just really needed some right now because I'm going to get ready to make that teddy bear for the neighbor girl. So I needed the jumbo stitch markers because my smaller ones will not work with that yarn. So I got those. And then I have been looking for shawl pins. Oh wow, these are not as big as I was expecting. Cool. I read all the comments, and some people were like, wow, this was so much bigger than I expected. And this is actually the size that I expected. So I thought when they said, oh, this is so much bigger than I expected, that they were like big. But cool. No, I like this. And actually, if you look, one is just a little bit bigger than the other. I thought that maybe one was just off centered from it and they were both the same size, but one is bigger than the other. I got 2 packages. These are on their discontinued, which makes me sad because I wish that they would always have them, but I got them, I want to say, for $2 each. I had wanted to get some of these where you can make your own stitch markers because they make these where you can put beads and stuff on them. These are not the right type. And I was just going to go ahead and make my own, not stitch markers, but ball pin. But I kind of like having a neutral, just the pin. I think that would look really, really nice. I would like to get some shawl sticks at some point in time, but I just can't afford those right now. So if anybody ever happens to see those at a really good price, please let me know. I think is it Hobbii? I think they have a set of shawl sticks that I really like. I know I just saw a set. If it wasn't a Hobbii, it may have been a Hirschner's. I'm trying to think of where I've looked recently. Or We Crochet. because if you don't know it, We Crochet has every year the 12 weeks of Christmas, where every week they give a free pattern, but you don't have to get it in that week. You can get it through the whole entire thing for free. The like the first, the second, the third, you can get them all until the last week. And actually, sometimes I think you can still get them after the fact for a while. I don't know if you go and look at last year's if you can still get them free or not. You might be able to. I can't remember. I want to say that I went back one year and got the year before, but I'm not going to positively say that because I honestly can't remember. But every year they do 12 weeks of giving, and they've started that, of course, because it's, you know, within the 12 weeks until Christmas, unfortunately, and I got so much to do. Anyway, um, so I've been saving those. So I've been on their website like at least once a week. Look for that stuff. It's back in here. I like that. They package these separate, these, and then they put the small stuff in a Ziploc. That was really nice of them. Put them away in the back room and put it up like that. I forgot to say welcome to everybody when I first started. Welcome. Welcome back to my subscribers and welcome into anybody new. I'm backwards. I am so backwards right now on everything. My mom was put in the hospital again. She's back in rehab. It's just been a whirlwind around here. Um, the person who was originally working on our bathroom took our money and ran. We really didn't think that was going to happen because he had done work. He had built up the outer walls. He had gotten those finished. He had gotten a couple projects finished that he was doing for us. Started the bathroom, gutted it down to just, I mean, the toilet still works in there, thank goodness. And this just didn't come back. And we waited thinking, okay, from what we knew, what we thought, he was working on some bigger commercial buildings. And yeah, turns out my husband had searched beforehand, and didn't find anything on him. Checked his name a different way. I can't remember. I think he looked under his name. Well, I'm not going to say his name. His name that he gave us is one name. He looked under a different name that some people, the name he gave us may be a nickname for, or it could just be the regular way. And he looked under the other name and found him. And he has a record. Yeah. So we had to get a lawyer involved and serve papers, and then we had to wait for him long enough for him to respond. And now, finally, starting this week, we could start doing things. My husband and I went out. We bought everything that he had supposedly bought for in there. We can't do everything we wanted to do because now the money that we thought we had for putting the siding on the house, we have to use for the bathroom. So yeah, the siding is supposed to be on by a certain time, or we could possibly lose our home insurance. So my husband said, well, we'll just have to find a different one because we just don't have the money. So yeah, we are pressing charges. Yeah, and we are not giving money to anybody. I had seen before, and I told my husband that, I've seen people say don't ever give money. But the thing is when you're working with a smaller business, that they don't always have the money for the items that are going in. So you have to pay them some money so they can either go buy it or they have you go buy it. And yeah, he quoted us a price for the whole bathroom, including everything that we wanted in it. And we paid him like half of it. go and buy everything. And yep, took the money and ran. So we know better. um, Now my husband is going to be working on it with somebody else, so I'm hoping and praying he doesn't end up hurting himself. Hoping and praying everything that needs to get done gets done. We can find a professional for the stuff that we need an actual professional for. But we were really hoping my husband wouldn't have to be doing it, especially because of all the issues he's been having lately. But it is what it is, and we need to have a bathroom. We need to have a shower. We are so tired of going to my parents to use their shower. We had stopped asking our daughter, because we were taking up her time on the weekend. It's closer, would be nicer, but I'm sure we may ask her again. But it's also nicer to go to my parents because we have to go to my daughter's on the weekend, which means on the day that my husband works, we have to hurry up and go over there. Whereas with my mom and dad's, we can go there during the week. So, yeah, it's been an experience. But with that, I am going to go. I've already showed you everything I've worked on. Did I finish that? I think, actually, I think I may have. Let me see. The yarn may still be connected to it, but I think I finished the last row. Yes, I did. I just have to disconnect the yarn. I was very busy. After the cal, I was like to here, and my husband was like, dinner is done, and he told me that like 2 times, and I was like, let me hurry up and finish this row. So I hurried up and I finished it. I thought I was going to come back and take it off, but we had to do something else, so I just folded it up and put it in here. So the green part of this one is done. I have to do the edging on it. Fortunately for me, my husband is he can go somewhere and print stuff. He's going to print the next one for me because I don't have the printer fixed yet. And I wanted to get started on it right away. So, yeah, he was going there after work today, so he's going to bring it home for me. Anyway, I will see you guys later. I really need to get going. He's going to be home any minute. I also need to map out some things. We are going to see my pain doctor this next week, but he's no longer at the hospital where he was. He's going into a private practice. So I need to map out how to get there. And then I also need to map out how to get to where we're meeting somebody who has a channel that I'm meeting up with, who's been a really good friend of mine, and I have been dying to meet her. So we're supposed to meet her on after my appointment. So I don't know, her and I haven't discussed it. I don't know if we're going to tape a little bit while we're together so that we can post it or not. If so, watch for that. If not, I will let you know in my next one that we did not tape. So I honestly don't know. I don't know if she wants to or not. It's completely up to her. I'm fine with it. But I have a feeling she probably will be too, but I don't know. So I'm not going to promise anything. But I need to get everything mapped out for how far she has to go and to make sure that where I think we're going to meet is actually a good place for us to meet. So I will see you guys later. I love you. Remember, you matter. Don't let anybody tell you differently, please. Don't let yourself tell you differently. My mom, truly, over the last couple of weeks, has been sitting thinking that this is the end. And unfortunately, when people get older and they have something wrong and they start thinking they don't want to fight it, it is the end. It's the start to the end. But she's like a completely different person from where she was then, and she's ready to fight. So, which was exciting to see. We went to see her yesterday. She's in a completely different frame of mind and a different mood. So I'm hoping the depression doesn't set in again. And we are all working with her, a lot of us in the family, to help and try to get things in a good place for her. So please, please send us some prayers. But always remember you matter. Even when you're telling yourself that you do, if you are depressed, you matter. All of you matter. I love you all. And if you ever need me for anything, please get a hold of me. All of the ways are down below. And if you're on Facebook, you can always send me a message. So I love you guys. You're beautiful. You're gorgeous. And I will see you as soon as I can. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to get on and maybe do another video. Maybe actually read a little bit of Anna Karenina. That would be nice. So anyway, I will see you soon. Mwah. Later. Oh, I finally finished my shawl. I guess I did finish something else, but it's in the other room. So I will be getting the end pictures from that cow of everybody who did it in my pictures all together and do a video on that. So maybe tomorrow I'll get that done. So see you later. Love you guys. Mwah. Later.